Welcome everyone, and hello to our first actual play on VaeZine with Modern Vaesen. And with me tonight, I have my co-editor, Thomas Bailey. On the bottom, we have David Whitworth, and we have in the background as the shadow master and puppeteer master, Tom Moore, narrating this beautiful story. And I think I'll just hand over to the voice in the void. Tom, stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Hello, and good evening to you, brilliant audience. We're here to bring you a tale of modern horror, of modern Vaesen. And I am joined by three wonderful GMs who are going to be players tonight. So I'm very, very
Oh, wait, that was
excited
part of the
to.
deal? Jesus, we need to play?
I thought we were all GMing each other here.
Yes, yes, yes.
We've all got our own stories to tell. Come on.
This is going to be a very interesting experience. Before we go into the story proper, I want to set a short disclaimer. We are going into a thing that is named the Eternal Dance at the moment, and it's something that David and I am working on, but this is a very, very, very early stage, and so everything is subject to change. So don't expect that what you're hearing now will be in the final product at.
Also, I've not read the scenario. I know the concepts, so I don't know what's going to happen. But the whole thing is a lot grander than what is going to happen in just this scenario. There's a lot more going on. So even though I don't know the scenario, I know I've had conversations, but I'm looking forward to actually experiencing this. This is my first time ever playing. So
let's ruin it for you,
good luck.
David.
Maybe not. I need him. Yeah. So, okay. Let's get ready, my friends. I just have to find the right point in my document so I can actually give you the beginning, which would be great, wouldn't it? Okay. Welcome, listeners. Welcome to the mythic now. You are about to enter a world that might be most familiar to you. The cities, the villages, the cut-down forests, long roads, streets, and highways around you. You might be accustomed to this certain loneliness as you are surrounded by hundreds, maybe even thousands of people. You might be familiar with this feeling that when you're going to bed and pull the cover over your body, that you're not entirely alone. You might be familiar to this feeling that if you're sharing an intimate moment or thought via a short message, a emoji, an email, or just a glance across the street, that there's somebody or something observing you. You can't prove that they are there. You can't see them, you can't touch them, you can't hear them. But sometimes you feel their influence. And this influence isn't always good for you. So tell me, what are you going to do if you're feeling that you aren't alone? When you're feeling that you need help? Well, there is a group of people, merely known as the Society. You might find them online. You might know somebody who has taught you about them, who might know how to contact them. And then, as the fear is growing too strong to resist anymore, you reach out. And then they might come. People, thirsty children, who can see the unseen, who know things, who can discern dreams from reality, and who might be able to help you if it's not too late. Tonight, we're going to meet 3 of these people, 3 members of the Society, who answer a plea for help. And if it's not too much to ask, I would like to have them introduce themselves with the name, with the profession they've taken up, and maybe a single detail about themselves that our listeners should be aware of. And for this endeavor, I'd like to ask our host, David, to have the honor of being the first one.
Ooh, creepy. Hello, I'm David, and I'm gonna portray tonight Elias Thorne. Well, at least that's what he goes by. He uses the archetype of the witch. He's in his early 30s, late 20s. It's hard to tell. Scruffy beard. He looks well kept, but there's something about his appearance that kind of doesn't make him fit in. Always makes him the outsider. He's usually quite gaunt, tall, but at the same time, he doesn't stick out. He's been around and about for quite a while. His backpack is telling tales of scratches and patches that he accumulated throughout his voyages. And there's this scar running through the side of his skin, through, well, of course, through his skin, but over his cheek, where kind of there's just no patch of hair growing in this stubby beard. He's currently probably just gazing around, smoking hand-rolled cigarettes, and seems a bit absent-minded. He's, yeah, pretty much what I want to say about him for now.
Thank you very much. Well, of course, I have to ask our second host about themselves next. Thomas, who are you?
I'm Thomas. I'm playing Kev Johnson. He is he works in a music store, so he's the archetype of the retail worker. He works in one of those corporate music stores. So during the regular 9 to 5, he has to wear his khakis and his polo shirt with his name Kev embroidered onto the side of it. But afterwards, then he prefers to kind of get kind of a little bit more comfortable, and so he will wear the one of the T-shirts from one of the local bands that he's goes to regularly, following kind of on the tour and whatnot. And when he can, he likes to take an opportunity to play his drums as well. But he doesn't get much of an opportunity. He's more of a follower than a doer type of thing. But yeah, so he's kind of average in terms of a lot of his physical makeup of his height and whatnot. So he's about 6 foot. So like 182 centimeters or whatnot, I believe is the metric for that. Kind of normal size build. Obviously doesn't go to the gym at all. And yeah, he kind of keeps to himself a little bit. He's a little bit more on the shy side, but likes to at least try to be a part of the crowd.
Thank you. And now, last but not least, my confidant, David.
Yes. I'm basically playing myself. I think that's the introduction. Is that good enough?
That's not fair. That's not fair.
I'm sorry. I am going to be playing Peter Nurberg. He is the seeking scientist archetype. Throughout his life, he has traveled the world. He has been to many countries just to explore, experience cultures, not really think about life and jobs and being sensible, but also just to explore, learn new things. Eventually came back to Germany and thought, well, I should probably at least think about getting a job or something and try to do stuff. So went to university and eventually became a PhD in astrophysics and was looking to search for the origins and the meaning of life in the universe. But on the side, outside of this, has a massive fascination with the occult and folklore. And so is combining both the occult knowledge that they are enjoying in their free time and a cup of coffee in a normal cafe on the street, watching people go by, whilst also learning the deep secrets of the deep cosmos. And, well, maybe something was seen that was not meant to be seen. It's basically me, but I saw Vaesen. One day, I hope.
Interesting implications here. Okay. Well, all three of you are members of the Grimm Institute, which is the name of the Vaesen Society in Germany. And you have been called by one of the more extravagant means that you've been reached by yet. You received a flyer. It was delivered by express courier, and it reads as follows. Welcome to Eternal Dance, Europe's largest folklore and music festival. Join in on the celebrations of the ancient love between sun and moon. Become part of an intercultural and multi-religious community. Chant with your favorite bands and experience real magic. Uphold the traditions and laws of hospitality and get a chance to dance with the gods. Buy your ticket now at www.eternaldance.de.
I'm worried already with the offer of food in the way that you said that.
Because you're a scientist and you're a PhD student, you still have the idea you need to find free food.
Oh God, no! Even as a working academic, you don't get paid much, so free food is always a bonus. but not when it comes at a price like that.
Well, the good thing is somebody has written a note on the backside of the flyer.
Uh-oh.
It's like it's continuing the message on the front with all its glamorous pictures. So the note on the backside. Also, see the worst side of your friends. Buy a Coke for $7.99 and die at the hands of a celestial deity. Please take the attached tickets and find me at Eternal Dance. Something horrible is going on, and I don't think that this is something the police can handle. I know it is probably late for you, but this is day 2 of a 5-day festival, and I don't know what will happen on day 5 if nothing is done. Kind regards, Franziska Becker.
$7.99 a Coke. I'm sold. It's cheap. Cheap for a festival.
It's a 02. 02.
Yeah, probably. You've taken the invitation seriously, and you found a few tickets with the message in the envelope. And so you prepared yourself and left within the hour, hoping to find Franziska before, well, whatever she alluded to might happen. The easiest way to get to Eternal Dance is by train, because the festival area is located in the Schwarzwald, or Black Forest. A very, very nice and mystical place in southern Germany. And there are not that many airports around, and traveling by train seemed to be the best solution. Luckily, the society got a few funds for making the trip not too costly on your end. Also within the envelope was a small map of the festival area with a lot of its main locations noted, as well as the camping space where Franziska might be to be found. You arrived in the late evening. The sun had already set, and you are getting past 2 gates. The first one is the entrance gate with the ticketing area. It is dominated by aluminum and steel. Perfectly crafted queuing systems to manage the hordes of people arriving and funneling them through security. Because there's a heck ton of things you can't bring to the festival area. Anything that might be considered a weapon, any liquid in a container larger than 100 milliliters, anything that might look like it could give you food poisoning within of 12 hours of uncooled storage, and on and on and on. At this gate, you are also handed a leaflet that contains the magical laws of Eternal Dance Festival. For the sake of our listeners, I will read it to you, but you can look it up in our group chat on Discord. First, law of the hearth. The earth gives us nourishment. We honor it by preparing our meals with our own hands or receive it from those who prepare it here. No processed food from outside of the premise is allowed. Food vendors are the only exception. Law of sharing. No meal shall be eaten alone. Law of ribbon. No attendant can dance alone on the final day. Partners are bound in a ceremony of sanctioned staff members. This ceremony comes with a fee. Law of the gift. Dancers must give each other small gifts. They're stalls selling all kinds of trinkets. Law of the well. Attendants must wash themselves at least on 3 days with running water. Showers need cleansing coins for warm water, soap, and so on. Law of cleansing. Take care of your trash. Anyone who doesn't dispose of their garbage properly twice will be turned into stone. Law of invitation. To introduce yourself, make a gift. As long as the gift is in the possession of the person you have given it to, they must conserve in a friendly manner with you. Law of rebuke. Toss away or destroy a gift. The person who handed it out may not converse with you anymore. Warning. There are reports of people not being able to stop dancing. Please be safe and get one of our protective shoe charms. As you go through this list, there are some security members who reassure you that most of these laws will be enforced by security on the premise, because littering and behaving hostile on the festival grounds is not being tolerated. Okay. Before you pass the second gate, do you have any feelings regarding these laws?
Many. Are we talking about me as a person or as the character?
As the characters, please.
Peter looks at them. It's like, understand it, because he's more into the occult knowledge rather than the Fae and the Vaesen themselves. Doesn't seem to have that much of an understanding of them. It's like, oh yeah, okay, cool. A few odd things in there, but that seems fine by me. Don't like to dance, so got no money, can't afford the gifts, but don't like to socialize. I'll be the awkward one at the back, that's fine.
Kev kind of looks at him in terms of this must be some sort of swanky party that has all these special rules that you have to follow, and he's going to kind of make a note of all of them to try to, because he doesn't want to look like he's pulling out a piece of paper every time to try to make sure he's following everything, but he's really trying to go through them to make sure he's got them in his head.
I think Elias is looking at them in a first glance, but taking in more of the surrounding, the efficiency of German security and organization is, I think, what more puts him on the unease. It almost feels to him like, they're in a fabrication hall or something. As people are being pushed through, everything seems mechanical. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like the closeness, the surrounding, the big brother feeling. And I think, as awkward as it is, but he'll wet his finger and kind of run it across a couple of the steel and like girders and kind of lick it and taste it. Yeah, quite kind of weird alloy. Might be just dirt. And again, just licks at it once more just to verify. Yeah, feels weird.
Excuse me, sir.
Elias.
Yeah, yes. What?
Peter, please go.
When did you become a geologist?
Doc, hey, what's up? You here?
Oh, yes. I assume you got this invitation as well.
Yeah. Just kind of pointing at the rules. Seems a bit hot, right? And he feels uncomfortable. He's kind of like trying to get into like that one area that never exists where there's not too many flow of people.
Yeah, the rules. Well, this is Germany, and they do like their bureaucracy here, but they seem a little bit odd. But maybe it's just to keep a theme.
The law of cleansing in Germany. Are you fucking kidding
Have
me?
you ever been to a festival?
He looks at you. He looks at you with bright eyes. Yes, I have. No, he hasn't.
Oh, so you've got experience of festival toilets and festival showers. Then you know all about the need for cleanliness. Okay,
His eyes widen because he didn't think about toilets so far and like sanitation in general. Right? Yeah. No. Cool. How about we just get this wrapped up? Wait. Isn't that Kev? What the heck are you doing here?
Oh, hi. Hi. Yeah, I just got the this note that came with a ticket, and I headed on down here. It's nice to see you guys again. Yeah, how are you? Yeah.
Good. Half being pushed like by 2-3 people like down the lane coming back. So that's weird though, right? I mean, we can agree. He again licks a couple of the
it's just the
wards.
Yeah, it's just the rules though. There's a few swanky parties I've seen about happening in the city that they have you do weird things. It's kind of the cool thing to do these days.
Right.
Yeah, it's a thing. I'm sure it's not a problem. I'm sure this is all just part of the show. It's a folk festival. It's got to be in theme, haven't they?
I got some buttons in my pockets if you need some gifts to give out.
But the part about the charms, man. What's that about?
I'm guessing that's wellies, so Wellington boots. In case it rains, they'll give you some wellies so you don't ruin your shoes and you can continue walking around. I'm guessing it's just weird language. They can't mean anything else. I know we've been invited here for, I'm guessing, the same reason. Nod, nod, wink, wink.
Francisco.
Know what I mean?
I'm guessing
know what I mean?
Yes, that. I'm sure this is just their way of saying we will provide wellies if there's a downpour and it turns into a mud bath. Because I can't see a big festival like this actually selling real stuff. Come on, it's $7.99 for a Coke. That's expensive, even for a festival.
I'm actually gonna take a look at the sky and the weather. Like, is the weather forecast anything but like thunderstorms and rain, or is it beautiful sunny sky?
It has been an amazing day. clear blue sky, temperatures beyond 30 degrees Celsius. The ground got dry, so you more have to worry about fires and dehydration. Or should it pour down, well, you're really fucked because the earth is dry and won't take any liquids.
I joined this game, Tom, because I thought it was going to be in the German forest where it would be cool and wet, not how it is outside right now.
Well, we have written this game during these temperatures, so
Yeah.
you have been warned. Yeah, so actually right now you are looking at a deep, dark blue sky. And since you are not close to any big cities right now, you can see quite a lot of stars and a rather beautiful sickle moon.
As we enter, Peter is looking up and vaguely pointing out interesting astrophysical phenomena that are not the constellations, to anybody who is listening. Whether they're listening or not, he's still like, oh, that one there, that's the Large Magellanic Cloud, even though we're in the wrong half of the world to see it, but still. What's that called? What? Hemisphere. There we go. The wrong hemisphere. And, oh, there's a gas cloud, and oh look, there's the Orion Belt. La 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 la. And doing the. This is not magical. This is all science. There's nothing weird about it.
And
astrology is BS kind of talk.
And as you do this, you walk through the second gate. And in stark contrast to the first one, this is entirely made out of wood and without a single nail or screw inside. It is all bound together by hempen rope, and it is covered in flowers and in fresh cut twigs with green leaves on them and wicken, and there are all kinds of beautiful ornaments made from willow branches hanging from the inner side of the arch. And as you pass through, you leave behind the steelworks of the security entry, and you enter the festival area. And from here out, it is beautiful, colorful tents and stalls. It is red and yellow and blue and green candlelights. It's bonfire. It's music sweeping over to you. You can hear from afar the two big stages where some of the large names of neo-pagan folk music are playing. If any of you had checked out the program before, you might know that on the large headliner stage right now should be Heilung playing. So it's just a festival for your senses. And that's not considering all the people who are now walking down the shopping alley where you can buy tons and tons of apparently self-made products like soap and textiles and clothing and charms and all stuff. They they wear clothes most of them wouldn't be comfortable wearing in their day-to-day life. Bright, colorful, some of them very revealing. They are wearing colors on their faces. They are um, they're wearing makeup in all kinds of spiritual inspirations, and you are entering a multicultural, multi-religious sea of people. So, Kev, is this the sort of party you've been expecting?
Uh, no, I not quite what I was expecting. There's things seem to be clashing a little more than I'm a little used to with the places I've gone before for music. But I definitely think I would probably get my phone out and just start taking a few pictures, just so just in case, you know.
Okay. Anybody else? How do you, how at home do you feel in this place? Is there something
Too
speaking to
many.
you?
There are too many people, but I think it's the enthrallment of everyone around me, the letting themselves loose in their alter ego, in their personality, their festival persona that makes me feel a bit at ease, I think. I don't feel as tense or, you know, I relax my hands as I kind of look around. But I do want to take a kind of very careful look around. Where are kind of emergency exits? Where are I don't think as much as look for Francisca right now. I'm looking for way out if needed.
Mhm. You are intentionally resisting the illusion.
Some might say
And
that.
yeah, and you notice the signs for emergency exits. You notice the strategically placed meeting points for paramedics. You see the fire prevention centers with fire extinguishers and emergency maps. You see more. You see the electricity lines. You see where the cables run and how they are uh, colored in safety color, so you can't uh, stumble on them, you can't slip. You see the emergency energy um, reactors. You see you see the shops, those who are run with electricity, those with the bright yellow signs that will sell you the necessary things like water or other drinks, food. You see the places where um, one can get a sanctioned staff member to give you the necessary blessings, where you can buy the small gifts you're supposed to hand out. Yeah.
I look at look a bit at ease at the other two. And just gauge their reaction, how they feel.
Peter he's very at home here. Having been to many festivals throughout his travels and his life, it's almost like a second home. You can see he's done a quick glance around, taking stock of where the shops are, where the foods are, where the stage are, where the tents are, and instantly knows how to exist in this kind of setting. And is also looking very, very eager and like he's wanting to run away from you, maybe towards the main stage. Like, hey, look, they're good. There's kind of like a nervous energy about him.
Kev's probably got his hands in his pockets, trying to make sure he knows where his wallet is at all times at this point. There's a little too many people around here for his liking. You don't remember where she said she was going to be. I mean, we should probably go and talk to her. See what and get this thing moving. I think yeah, this is what we should be doing. I think.
Yeah, I agree. Doc, come on. They're gonna play afterwards. They're gonna play. You can hear them.
Fine. Quick question for the storyteller.
Yes.
How many people are at this festival to give us an idea of how big and busy it is?
It is large. It is the 5th iteration of this festival. And from my limited knowledge, I'd guess it's about maybe 20,000 people.
So a fair-sized
festival
for something of this nature. Yeah, cool. Fine. I pull out the note that we got given. She says she's in the camping site. Now that's not exactly a great indication. Camping sites tend to be quite large.
Yeah. I don't know what she was thinking, and
maybe she's got a big sign above her head.
You know what?
One of these, like,
maybe she does.
Everybody holds up their things for the bands.
I'll suggest we do indeed split up, but we meet here in 5 minutes. You all have watches on, right? And they're working? Good. Okay, cool. So how about Kev, you go over there. Doc, you go over there. And I'll check out the stands with the food. And then we'll meet here in 5 minutes, okay?
All right.
See you in 5.
Then, yeah, I guess we spread out and look for Francisco.
Okay. Somebody wanted to add the note that she obviously tagged her phone number on the invitation, but apparently she didn't. So yeah, let's find her on foot. You who wants to go first?
Well, Peter is going to just go straight to the beer tent, so Peter's not going to look very hard.
I had so high hopes in you, Doc.
Okay, Peter. Beer tents. There are, of course, several of them. You have like the large places, which are basically just tents straight from Oktoberfest and move to this place. But there are much, much nicer areas, a little bit more laid back in several senses. Like they have the tents of roofs, the roofs of tents set up, and beneath them there are bean bags, and there's a lot of straw where you can sit on, and you have beer from local breweries, and it's just a very, very nice place. There's music in the background. It's not Heilung, but it's at this very moment they have Omnia on the speakers, so that's something that's also running.
Peter is very much enjoying his amble around. He's gone to the first local brewery tent, brought a dunkel, and is ambling around the local brewery tents. Not heading to the big, loud, noisy Oktoberfest stuff, where it's probably quite difficult to see things. Enjoying the music, just keeping a vague eye out, see if maybe Franziska is sat around on one of these really comfy looking beanbags, and just sipping my drink as I'm walking around.
With a burger in her hand, she's just sitting there holding the sign on Franziska. Mystery
burger in
sauce.
one hand, the sign, and a massive Stein in front of them.
Yeah, sounds about right. No, she isn't.
Oh.
What you become aware of, though, as you're looking for people, is that people around here are sharing their food. Some of them are even going as far as sharing their drinks with each other, just to go extra sure. And you'll get the feeling they are buying into this idea very hard. You see two guys sitting at a bar counter together, and obviously one of them just sought out the other, and you could see that both of them were exchanging string bracelets, gifting them to each other, and they apparently have a great time. And yeah, it's people are having fun, a lot of fun.
And this is probably not going to be something I'm very good at, but we'll see. The whole sharing the food thing seems a bit odd to Peter. It's not something he would expect to see in a festival, and to some extent within Germany, maybe a little bit, although we are close to Bohemia, which is the weird part of Germany. Can I see if the joy that these people are experiencing is real? Is there some, like, maybe a feeling that yes, they look joyful, but if you actually stand around and try to pick up on the vibe, is it a real vibe that's going on here or not?
How about a dice roll for this? And I think observation comes to the mind, as it is about reading people.
Oddly, actually quite a good observation. I've got 5 dice. Right. And Sony Walkman is not going to help me in this, is it? Well, as Tom well knows about me and dice rolling, We've got 2 1s, a 4, and 2 5s. So nothing.
Nothing.
I'm not gonna push it, so don't worry.
Yeah, that's all right. From what you can tell, it's good joy. And I think you might be staring just a tiny bit. And there's a couple. They notice you're staring, and actually one of them turns towards you and gives you, because there is a lot of noise going on, a wave with the hand to invite you. And something about how they wave at you, it has a strong pull.
I'm not going to resist it. I will make my way towards them and go with it.
And you are invited basically to a plate of fries. There are some jalapenos and salsa and ketchup, and of course mayo. But aside of this, there are also the eyes of this person, of the color of elements that somehow, yeah, sticking out to you. Like that's something you'd realize, well, these are very, very interesting eyes.
I sit down. Thank you for the invitation. Nice to meet you. My name's Peter. I raise the glass to kind of clink. Prost.
Prost.
And I'm kind of lost in the eyes a little bit. And I have quite clearly forgotten the laws.
And you hear they are introducing themselves as Henry, and it doesn't help to discern their gender in any form. And yeah, their partner is Sam. And yeah, as you partake in the food, you somehow end up with a nice cloth handkerchief and a 100 yen coin. And I'm very interested in what situation we're gonna see you next.
I think we'll come to my troubles later.
Yes. In the meantime, Kev is going where?
Kev, well, because he's a little intimidated by this place, but he's going to go over to the area where the vendors are at, because he needs to get one of those chains that he can put on his wallet, because he's really worried about being pickpocketed. So he's going to head over there, and he's going to find the first vendor he can and say, should I give you this 2-cent piece for the introduction before we start talking about things, or should I hold that till later?
Oh, you're new, I guess.
Yeah, just got here. Yeah,
Wonderful.
I need to get a chain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. Relax. I am here as a vendor. You don't have to uh, be worried about any of
Oh,
this. I can help you. That's no problem. So you need a chain. That's
yes, yeah, for my wallet.
that's easy to solve. We have quite a few of them. If you want a basic ordinary chain, which is good enough, not gonna lie, then we have this one. It's very reliable. Didn't had any problems with them. But
Uh-oh.
if you, well, I am just thinking you're here and you probably don't know how things work and maybe need um, to fit in quite well. I can help you with this as well, and you will use your money quite often on the festival area. So it a good chain is a very nice accessory and a statement. So I have actually quite a few very, very nice chains for just this occasion. Some of them come with nice protective charms. It's it's up to you if you believe in them. I haven't seen them failing so far, so I'm not here to judge. But well, we have a few protection charms here. We also have some with lucky charms and charms for good trade. And since we are a little bit talking about you and your place on the festival, I have actually a quite nice starter set. Yeah, with some basic trinkets to give away. There is a one-night dancing charm in there as well. It has some blessed candles, which are pretty good. Also, very, very uh, flowery smell. They are one of my favorites, not gonna lie. And yeah, if you're not intervening, he is about to present half of his stock to you and trying to sell it.
Yeah, I think he rightly saw me as the mark that I am. But but yeah, but yeah, I just I just need something so I don't get my wallet stolen. But do you think I should get this other stuff too?
Um, I mean, it just can help, It's
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I don't, yeah, I don't want to offend anybody. If you've got, yeah, some of those trinkets for introductions and whatnot, I guess that would be good. Um, yeah, yeah, go ahead and show me what you've got and we'll figure something out.
wonderful. And yeah, he starts presenting it to you. And somehow, somehow there are also now t-shirts, Eternal Dance t-shirts. And you are presented with two different major motives. One is sun, and the other one is moon. And as you're led through his inventory, you realize these are always returning motives. At least three-quarters of all the stuff that he has is either sun or moon themed. And so at some point, he's going to ask you, are you more the sun or the moon person?
Um, um, yes.
Right answer.
Oh, this is brilliant. Because, of course, we are celebrating the eternal love of sun and moon in this festival,
Right.
And it's all about coming together, celebrating love and dancing, and this really really awesome story about how Sun fell in love with each other, and it's very rarely that they actually meet. I don't know if you know this, but there are a few days in the year at which Sun and Moon are at the same time on the sky, and you can see them. This is pretty awesome. And I really like that the organizers of this event make sure that the dates the celebrations are being held are actually on these days as sun and moon are together in the sky. It's just awesome. And for somebody who can really see the value in this, then I have a special treat for you. Only 3 of them left in stock, but I think one of them should fit your size just right. And he pulls out a t-shirt which shows sun and moon as people dancing in a swirling hypnotic dance and holding hands and embracing the other person.
That looks nice. I only have 40 euros though. How much is it?
Do you have a credit card?
Well, yeah, but I normally use that for emergencies.
So I can make you a real good deal for the starter set, the t-shirt, and the chain for 60 euro.
I don't know. Are you sure? Are you sure? Like I said, I've only got the 40 euros. Can you make a deal since, you said I saw the uniqueness of what's going on, doesn't that kind of, get me anything?
He sighs. How observant are you of the situation?
Well, luckily I do have points in observation, so I would think I would have some ability to keep somewhat my wits about me, despite the fact of being the mark that I am. But
Okay. Maybe it's also a more vigilance thing, but as you ask for a deal, there's a short break. And it's almost like you can hear something from the back of the stall. A mumbling, something that the communication. And then the vendor says, with a new smiling face, of course. I'm a kind-hearted person. You're a great sport, and you really need this first Eternal Dance to be the best experience, so you know what you're up for next year. So yeah, we can say 40 euros on a handshake.
sure, yeah. I know that I know this is going to kill me later, but yes, I'll stick out my hand.
And as your hands connect, there's like an electric jolt.
Ooh, static electricity. I think you got that out of the woods.
Yeah, it's the stall, and
Yeah. Speaking of which, just for the sake of things, I don't. I'm looking for somebody named Francisca. You haven't seen a Francisca around here, have you? You wouldn't happen to know her?
I meet so many people. I don't know. No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
But I'd be very happy to have your name.
I'm Kev. Yeah, it's Kev Johnson. What? I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I reach in my pocket and pull out a little button that I had in there and give it to him. Yeah, don't want to forget that.
Wonderful, thank you. And he pockets it with deliberate care. And yeah, I think it's time to see what Elias is up to.
Well, he takes one last look at his companions as they leave, one seemingly striving towards the beer tents, and the other one lost in his thoughts, it seems. He will approach, where the food stands are and kind of in the other direction where the others didn't go, basically, comparatively.
Mhm.
But he will look out for some sort of security booth or, emergency something.
Yeah. You already checked for their location, so you have a good idea where to go. And you, find a place where two paramedics are sitting in front of a small tent. And they are having a quiet discussion between themselves.
Ooh, I'd like to listen in first before I approach and interrupt them.
Hmm. Okay.
Also, sorry if I break out because we apparently are having like a wild, wild, wild thunderstorm outside. So, just FYI.
We just heard some of that thunder as well.
I am listening to the festival music. I can't hear thunderstorms. So, those two paramedics are talking, and what you can hear from the conversation is one of them says, I just heard on the radio that they had to take two other people from the main stage. I think we are gonna get crowded. We should consider to move some of these people actually to the hospital. I think we might be at capacity here. And the other says, well, yeah, but I mean, it's not that serious, is it? We can handle it. I mean, and they stop talking because they receive a very, very serious look from their colleague. I just don't want to have like ambulances coming through the gates. That's always a dampener on the mood. Yeah, but this can't be really, really the course of our action, right? We can't really set up mood on top of or make this our first priority, right?
Okay. I think like I heard what I needed or wanted to hear, almost. And what I do is I turn around and I pinch myself with like maybe even my belt buckle and pinch myself really hard. So like it really leaves a mark on my like up lower arm or somewhere. All I need is a bit of reaction, a bit of like tears, and kind of that sincerity. And I turn around to them. I'm sorry, guys, I think I lost my sister. Uh, Francisca Becker. She was next to me. We were talking. I told her if there's anything, we should meet here. Um, I'm so Mom and Dad are gonna kill me. I Please, can you help me look for her? Um,
Wait, sure, says the less responsible person. and gets up to comfort you, whilst the other is looking at you and says, what's her name again?"
Franziska Becker. I say my younger sister. I mean, she's older than 20. I know, trust me, but we were just in the middle of a sentence. I turned around because somebody spilled beer on me, and she was gone. I just I know she's very careful, and I'm just worried about her. Please, can you help me find her? Can you make an announcement or something? Please, she has asthma. I have a medication. I need to make sure that she's okay. I haven't seen her for like 15 minutes, and I'm starting to get worried.
Wait a second, says the more responsive one, and gets into the tent. The other basically puts an arm around your shoulders and says, "Well, don't worry. This is a very safe place."
I flinch slightly when he puts their arm around me. Ugh.
Oh, okay. Keep you cool. Everything is all right. I think my colleague has a good idea.
I'm just worried, man.
Have you looked at your tent?
Yes, well, yeah, of course I did. What do you listen? I was with her, and then she was gone. Like I turned around and she was gone. I just need you to make an announcement to meet me here at the tent. Like, it doesn't matter. Just please, just
Yes.
it's.
And the other
And he
guy,
kind of he's gonna try to kind of just poke in while the other one goes through. Like, is there something else going on? Do I need to be worried?
No.
Franziska, and he kind of yells louder just into the tent.
Okay, and you can see how the paramedic is out of his waters and doesn't know how to comfort you, and looks a little bit helpless towards the entrance of the tent. And then his colleague gets out, and he has a small sheet of paper with him, and it looks like a missing person uh, I want to say advertisement, but it's not. So you have
Leaflet, yeah.
a headshot, basically. You can see the face of a man on the on the paper, and then the second paramedic asks you, by any chance, Franziska Becker, who is looking for her brother-in-law?
Her he is here too. Yeah, uh, I'm sorry. Can I see this?
Yes. And it reads, "Have you seen this man?" And it is a missing person headshot for a man called Simon. I also have a last name somewhere. Um, 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 Simon Heimer. Have you seen this man? He works here on the festival and has been missing for 18 hours.
Yep.
Please contact me. And then there's a phone number.
I immediately punched the phone number into my phone.
The phone rings twice. And then somebody picks up. Hello?
Francisco?
Yes. Who is
Finally.
there?
Where did you go? Honey, not honey, sorry, not honey. Darling, sorry, wait. Why am I keeping on this? Can you sorry, I'm a bit all these people make me nervous. Can you just come to and he gives a location just a bit off stage, but like just close enough, but not too far, like connected to everything, but not really. To soundstage 2. Um, I we really need to talk.
Uh, are you with the society?
Yeah. Indeed. He's kind of holding the phone, kind of nodding to the paramedics. Yeah. I I saw you and then you were gone. Please,
Okay.
just
Yeah, sure. Let's meet there. I am on my way.
thank you. Jesus Christ. You won't believe this. She took the old phone. I I I hadn't had the number anymore. I called her on a new phone. Thank you guys. And he just puts the leaflet into his coat pocket, just casually. Thank you very much. I'm gonna say thank you. You guys want a beer? I'm just gonna send a beer over. Um, you're doing a great job. Sorry, you're on duty. A Coke, lemon. I'll whatever you want, I'm gonna get it. And he just walks away, not letting them speak, hopefully.
Well, you can see that the more reasonable one is trying to interfere and call you out on your bullshit, but the younger person uh, is very sympathetic towards you and your distress, and just no, just leave him be. He's very confused. Just let him go. And well, they actually have other stuff to do, so and to worry about. They let you go.
Okay.
Okay. You arranged your meeting.
I hope there's enough time in between that I meet up with the others and then I relay all the
Well,
information that I pertained. And
That depends on whether Peter has been taken off to the fairy realm or not, I feel.
Same for Kev.
well, Cav is still here. He's just now in possession of a lot of Eternal Dance merchandise. And
May have signed a contract somehow.
maybe. Yeah. Uh, at least Peter and Cav. No, wait. Elias and Cav are meeting. Nobody knows where Peter is.
I didn't find her, but I did
you
find
found
a
you
few
found a
things.
lot. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on? Why did you? What?
Well, I just needed a chain for my wallet, and he kind of shows it off a little bit. And I think it's charmed even. I don't remember exactly what the guy said, but yeah, I got some trinkets if you need to hand those out to people, and I got a
No,
T-shirt at
no,
least. I can add that
no,
to my collection.
Kev, Kev, this is all wrong. He grabs like 2 or 3 trinkets and just pockets them, but kind of then pushes away the rest and says, like, no, this you shouldn't have bought all of this, but and then maybe takes one more and kind of pockets it as well.
Well, I mean, I figured, it's a way to get people. Yeah, that's it. To get people to open up. That's what it was. Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Listen, I think I found Francisca. Well, I hope I found Francisca or whoever
Oh, great.
Francisca seems to be. We're gonna meet her over there. Where's the doc?
I thought he was with you.
He's probably drinking. Let's go over to the beer tents. If I actually can. Well, actually, I need to order some beers for the emergency rescue team. Yeah, let's just head over there.
Well, when are we supposed to meet with Francisca?
Any moment now. Let's just see where he is, okay?
All right. But we better hurry because we don't want to lose her again.
I don't think I would kind of go fully into the queue and whatsoever. I just want to kind of go close enough that we can have an oversight of the area and hopefully see
Yeah.
him.
Peter, what do you think? How bad is the situation you're in?
It's an odd question to start with.
I also noticed he asked Peter, not me. Peter is completely oblivious to whatever is going on. Peter is happy, sat there sharing some food, having a conversation, having the beer, staring into these enchanting eyes, completely unaware that he's probably in a lot of trouble right now. I'm trying to work out whether the eyes, the multifaceted glow and things from the eyes, whether it's a new kind of contact or whether it is just a weird genetic anomaly in the eyes. I'm just trying not to make it also obvious that I'm like, your eyes real?
And I need you to roll either empathy or logic, whatever is higher.
Oh, that's all right. Logic. Any specific? Is it just what one of the attributes and not a specific
It's
skill?
just one of the attributes.
Good. Logic. I have 5 dice.
He passed with
How bad
6
is it for me?
successes.
On 5 dice.
I don't think you can push this roll.
No. I don't even think if you add these up, they come to 6. Damn you, Vaesen dice!
Okay. You are
In a lot of trouble.
discovering new star constellation in these eyes.
Yep.
And Cav and Elias see Peter deeply sunken into a beanbag, and his shoulders and head are resting in the lap of another person, and they are massaging his temples, and he has a nearly emptied big what's it called? Tankard of beer next to him. And there is another person currently inspecting his fingers. And
Okay, Kev. You just go on the other side. You have one of those trinkets, right? Just throw it at them. We'll get him out there. I'll take care of
You
Peter.
want me to hit them? I don't want to get in trouble for
Not
that.
hit them, not hit them. Just pass it along. Say hello, nice to meet you, and turn away and just don't look at them. Okay?
Okay. I guess so. Yeah, but
Good.
you do see what they're doing something to his fingers. That's kind of
Yeah,
weird.
I count on you. And he kind of rushes towards them.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll head over and hi, absolutely normal people. My name is my name's Kev. Here, have this, and then I turn.
Their skin is almost white. They have beautiful eyes, and their arms, fingers, their legs, they all appear to be a little bit stretched out. Most noticeably for you is the sublime music and their hair, their long, free falling hair, slowly weaving into the rhythm. As you throw in the trinket and draw in their attention, they let go of Peter's hands and temples. And Peter, it's almost like you're waking from a dream, like a spell is being broken.
And hopefully you see the doc, my face right in front of yours. Hey, Doc. You're with us now?
Fuck! What?
Good. Good.
Fuck.
Come on. Get the fuck up.
Jeez, what? What? How did you get there? So, what the fuck is going on?
Just get up, please. Get up now.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we
you
found.
see him try to struggle.
We found Francisca.
And get out of.
He reaches for the tankard of beer and kind of holds it like just far enough for you to kind of struggle to get to it.
It's the struggle of getting out of a beanbag as well after a nice comfy lie down.
I'm not saying it's easy. It's a struggle.
Kind of rolling around on the floor, like you found them. Oh,
yeah. Just come on. We need to.
Oh yeah. Oh shit! Just 1 second. Reach into a pocket, find some lint, and kind of say thank you to those two. Just give them a piece of lint, in the vague hope that it might recover some favor. And
and he kind of snaps his fingers like, hey, eyes on me, okay? Eyes on me. We're gonna leave now.
Yeah. No worries. Let's be cool. Okay. So you found them.
Just come on, Cav.
I'm following you. I'm following.
Great. Okay. And yeah, he's heading off.
So how did you find them?
Well, they easy peasy. They're actually waiting for us. If I'm not mistaken, right over there.
That's remarkably convenient.
Well, either you got the skill or you don't. Given your peculiar situation right now.
I'm a sucker. Yeah. Well, what can I say? Sucker for free food and pretty eyes.
I think he stops like far enough away that, they're not occupied with us anymore. But I want to look into the Doc's eyes and kind of assess him. Like, is he fine? Is he with us? Like with us, with us?
Observation.
Oh, that's my actual first roll. Ooh,
Ooh,
feeling ecstatic. That's
let's hope your dice rolls go better than mine.
Oh no, they won't. I can verify on that. That is yeah, a total less than 6.
Oh,
Our curse is rubbing off onto other people.
yeah.
You're
Maybe there's
fine.
hope that uh he is. He really is.
So listen, I'm sorry about before, but you're good, right? Cool. So
Yeah,
Camp got all
fine.
these
Just a little.
trinkets, and he kind of reaches into his pockets and like hands you 2. Um,
Thanks.
just um,
So, yeah, you know how I was saying those laws might just be for show and things?
you fucked up.
Yeah, maybe we should have paid, or maybe I should have paid more attention.
There we are. Yes. Okay, let's just try to keep any external influence to a minimum. And
Yeah, sounds like a
let's
good
talk to
idea.
Francisca first.
Yeah, I'm as you go along. Quite clearly, Peter is just now walking. You let Elias lead the way and just focus completely on Elias's back, not looking left, right. The drinker's cup is being held down, not even being considered, trying to completely avoid any contact or any influence from anybody else or any distractions.
Yeah. And so you are missing it, but maybe one of your companions notices there is a really, really big barbecue stall um, to the right side, and the lines, the queues are just enormous. There are so many people waiting in line for their meal, and you can see the staff doing their best to handle this enormous amount of customers, and they are handing out food and receiving coins, and there's a lot of business going on. But if you just look from the right angle for a second longer than just a glance, you get the feeling that something isn't completely, entirely right. There are too many things going on. There's too much happening, too much food being prepared um, for the amount of staff. Somehow, these 4 people are doing the work of 8. But I think you have other things to investigate. So, Francisca is waiting, and we are going for a short break.
We're back at VaeZine actual play with Modern Vaesen with Tom Moore and David
Whitworth.
Whitworth. Sorry.
David, Tom, and Tom.
David, Tom, and Tom. Yeah, with that, I leave over to the voice in the void, Tom.
Thank you. So, you made arrangements to meet Francisca not too far off stage 2, where another awesome band is just vibing with the crowd. Dunheim is playing, and there are good reasons to just go in there and
Can we actually
join.
have this as a real festival, please?
This
I would
is the
pay-
festival that should exist, but doesn't
Tom
yet.
Moore is sponsoring it. He will announce any further ideas next couple of weeks. Thank you very much, Tom Moore,
Sure.
for the upcoming
Yeah,
festival.
of course.
Nothing's going to go wrong at all.
No, I definitely won't employ the help of Vaesen to get this thing off the ground.
You're not Fae anyway.
no.
Don't worry about it. We know that you're a real person. You're not Fae at all.
Yeah, and
Why does he insist of being just a voice and not show his persona? Because it's changing. I tell you. I told you this from the beginning. We shouldn't trust a voice that we're hearing.
I never said I'm a reliable narrator. So, okay. Back to awesome music. And brilliant artists and people celebrating the most incredible and awesome festival and having the time of their life. And then there are the three of you and a person, a woman, around about 30-ish, phone in one hand, in the other hand, a stack of papers with headshots of Simon Heimer. Have you seen this person? And she is very much nervously waiting for someone, probably you.
Have we met Francisca before, or is this a new contact?
My first instinct is to say you haven't met, but do you think there is a good reason? I'm open to suggestions.
I'm going to say, for me, no. Peter's
No.
Yeah, unless she's come into the music store to buy an instrument, I can't imagine why Kev would have met her.
Okay, so then no is the answer. She is, well, probably a taller person, dark brown hair. She would look great with some Viking inspired makeup and braided hair. You could see her in Viking reenactment clothing, but also honestly in full plate armor. And yeah, she is there right now, not handing out her notes, but yeah. As you come closer with intent, yeah, she recognizes you and makes a few steps forward.
I think before anyone of the else, Elias just immediately stops. He steps a couple steps backwards and he feels intimidated. He seems insecure. He seems kind of to grasp onto you, Peter, and Kev, and nonchalantly kind of just moves both of you kind of in front of him. Although he's clearly like probably taller than both of you, but like he's just like you talk to her, and
just as you do that, as you take those first steps backwards, Peter's not noticed that you've stopped and walks into the back of you because he's currently walking behind you, trying not to pay attention. What? Head comes up, pokes around, and goes, "What's Lagatha doing here?" And then kind of comes around the front of you.
Yeah, he sidesteps and goes around and kind of just pushes you up front. And maybe even gives you a little shove in the back. Like, good talk to her. Same to Kevin too.
Yeah, Kev will kind of keep walking, a bit oblivious to that little mix up in the back, and I guess he'll probably arrive first then because he didn't really stop at all. And hi, wait, me and my guys.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, you must be Francisca, right? I'm Kev. Yeah, here's he pulls out one of the trinkets and gives it to her.
I don't think we need to do that. Well, yes, here you go. Here's something. As he suddenly remembers exactly what happened about 10 minutes ago. Yeah. Hi, I'm Peter, and that one is Elias. Elias, give them something.
Well, I think he has to introduce himself before he gives something. I think you can just introduce him. He doesn't have to. I don't know.
I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it.
He just awkwardly gives one of the trinkets that he got from Kev and just kind of shyly gives it into her hand and just kind of
wait a second. That looks familiar.
Yeah, it's mine. I bought it at the entrance.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. She takes your gifts, pockets them, after stowing her phone away, and then she goes through her pockets. One of you receives a ball of yarn, the next one a spoon, and the last one is gifted one of the missing persons notes. Okay, so you are the specialists.
Well, that's a bit of a heavy term.
It's yeah.
We have a certain set of skills that is useful in very specific situations. I wouldn't call us specialists.
And you can see how the hope fades away from her face.
Well, it's not like this is our first rodeo.
Okay. Good. You have worked on cases with missing people, and you have worked with strange occurrences, and you are investigators, right?
Strange occurrences, yes. My brother's dog got lost once, and we found him.
Dogs aren't people. But yes, we have worked the kind of cases that you are interested in before. Kev's just a bit nervous. He doesn't like being around people. Unsure about Elias. Sometimes they're chatty and helpful. Other times they're tall, dark, and broody. But yes, we can certainly deal with the situation to the best of our abilities, be what they may.
And you have been
It was me who called you. Sorry.
You sounded a lot different on the phone.
Yeah, yep, I did.
Okay. And you have been successful on your investigations.
The fire wasn't my fault.
Successful, yeah.
I think we're just supposed to say yes here, guys.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And she shrugs in a way that tells you just, what even is the harm? What? What?
Yeah.
Why not take the
Whatever
chance?
choices she got, I think is more.
Price is
important.
averted, man. We got this.
Worst thing
We
can
got
happen is the
this.
missing person's dead, but that's not going to happen.
No, no.
No, there's definitely worse things that can happen than being dead.
Just
Okay.
okay.
Anyway. Yes. What's the problem, my dear?
Okay. At least I will sounding like the sane one in this conversation. So, okay. I am looking for my brother-in-law, Simon. He is working for the festival and has been on site yesterday and the days before. He was working in preparations before they opened for public. This thing doesn't set up itself.
I'd be worried if it did.
Yes. And I haven't seen him since yesterday's big night concert. I saw him in the crowd, and we were supposed to have breakfast together today, but he never showed up again. I was at his caravan. He wasn't there. He hasn't been in the offices today. He is just gone.
What was his job here?
Well, he was working in the logistics. He is here for the safety measures and making sure that electricity, water, and stuff like this is handled.
Okay.
When you said the crowd, were you talking about, like dancing crowd or other kind of crowd?
Yes, the dancing crowd.
Oh.
Did he have on the special shoes,
The wellies.
charms, the wellies?
I don't know. I think they all got some of them for as part of their payment deal, I think. He was probably wearing them. I don't know. It's hard to see the feet of people in concerts.
Very, very true.
You
What? Go ahead.
you know that they are, well, basically the medical staff is completely overwhelmed. They have their agenda of their own, I believe. I am deeply concerned about all of this. And yes, if he's gone for 2 days, I think he just turns away and he mumbles something that is indiscernible.
But Elias, before, don't leave yet.
I'm not
There's
leaving.
more,
He's just turning. He's just turning.
Okay. Well, so, what makes you think? He says to going to Francisco. What makes you think that our special skills are needed? Why did you reach out to us?
Did you actually reach out to us?
I reached out to you, yes.
Okay.
Why? If she's just a missing person, that would be
No.
the police. So why us specifically?
My brother-in-law and I have something in common that I think
Your sister?
My brother. Very funny.
Sorry.
Actually, as you say this, and she realizes what you said, the response sounds much harsher than you had anticipated.
Uh-oh.
No, something that I assume we also share. My brother and I have been in a my brother-in-law and I have been in a car accident back in our teenage years, which we both survived. And we have seen something during this accident that might have saved our lives, and nobody else could follow up on it.
Oh, so were you born on a Thursday?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I think also at that time, Elias kind of passes by and pushes Peter aside, and he kind of goes face to face to Franziska. What have you seen? What did you say? What did you experience? What was it?
Peter gently pulls Elias backwards. Creeps
He's-
people out
he-
when you do
he-
that.
He's kind of like a bit resisting, but you know, he wants to be close to her, but like, yeah, he's gonna be pulled away, but like he's still insisting on that stern look. What did you see? What did you see?
Dial it down a little bit, Elias.
There was just something in the smoke. Something like a hand, but it faded and reformed again and again. People told us it's just an illusion, but I could swear it opened the car door and
Yeah,
let us.
I'm gonna roll for fear, no matter what you say. That's one success.
Ooh.
I'd argue this would be a fear 1 check, but I am not sure if this is.
It certainly upsets me to the point that, Peter, you would feel me trembling to the core. Like, I'm not just intimidating her or what you believe, but like I'm terrified, I'm frightening, I'm shivering. I feel cold sweats. It feels clammy, and I'm just like hyper focused on her at that moment.
Oh, there are things beyond this realm. Some are benevolent and helpful. Some less so. He says quickly, glancing off to the side to the tent that he's just come from. Some leave marks on others as he kind of gently tries to help Elias
I think
let them know that there's there.
if you do that, like he actually will calm down, like as weird as it sounds, like a pet dog. Like he will lean into this. He will feel your touch as calming, and he will almost like crawl into your touch. Like he will crawl into you.
To say some leave lasting marks. We all have our own experiences that have left a mark. We understand. And if we can, we will help. We will do our best. We will find your brother, stepbrother. Where shall we start?
Where was the last place he was seen?
in the crowd, in front of the stage. And during the concert, several guests had to be drawn out of the crowd. They had to be brought to the paramedics. They they looked dehydrated, I think. I didn't get a good look at them. What I did see was one last glimpse of my brother-in-law before that happened. Before all those people collapsed, there was, I'm not even sure if it was a girl or a boy. Oh, in age is hard to tell, but they seem somehow at the center of all of this. Like the music was hypnotizing, and the crowd was just like the sea, moving more or less as one to the music, and in the middle of the sea was this one person, and whenever they moved, they shaped the surface of the sea, and then mist came from the ground, like from fog machines, but not on the stage, but between the people. And this person, they took off the t-shirt, and they were waving with it to someone at the edge of the crowd. And if I can trust what I saw, I think Simon grabbed the t-shirt.
Did you say t-shirt?
Yes.
Do you remember what it looked like?
They were definitely. And then do you wear your t-shirt?
I was actually thinking about that earlier. He probably would have switched it to put on the t-shirt.
Yeah. Then she points at your t-shirt, and kind of like the person on the left side there. Um, there it was dark blue, a lot of silver, I think, moon feathers, something like this. It was across the crowd. I'm actually surprised I can remember this much.
Hmm. Yeah,
Kev,
I think Kev is going to be taking his t-shirt off now.
you all right, Kev?
Uh, uh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Where did you get that T-shirt?
It was in one of those um, booths over there. Yeah, yeah, we can go see if it's still there. But yeah.
Did you get anything else?
Uh, he still has
I
all of the
o-
paraphernalia
and
with
I
him.
touch my side pockets for the stuff that I got from you. Like,
And come to think of it, the guy did have a weird smile on his face when we were haggling.
Francisca, why are you on this festival, or why is your brother on here? Yeah, why?
Um, I think we saw the first advertisement, and he was back then looking for a job and saw they were still looking for staff, and he applied because we always wondered if it was true what we saw. And I mean, now you can read all over the places. Like there's TikTok, there is like places to go to, Discords full of people who can tell you all about uh witchcraft and magic and mystical creatures. I mean, they're the huge movies and TV series and all this stuff, but still it seems like fantasy in many situations. And this was like 20 years ago that we saw these things, and we were looking for a place uh to maybe,
Belong.
yeah.
Why did you think this festival would answer this question for you?
Well,
It's a festival. It's advertised as a festival.
yeah, but it is comprised of the people. I mean, even if I have to pay like 15 euros for a fucking sausage, I can meet a person in this tent over there who had made experiences. And if I go through 3 or 4 of these people, I can find somebody who is honest and who actually knows what I'm talking about.
I think Elias's eyes are just widening as you say this, and he looks over the crowd. And he's trying, or he's starting to comprehend what you're saying. And he looks at you, uh, you, Francisca. Who did you send the application to? Who is in charge of all of this? Who gave you permission?
Um, they they are an event company.
Okay,
Uh,
yes, but they must have somebody here on site. There must be somebody here that is in charge. Who is that person?
uh, that's Matthias Frieren. I think his brother is doing finances, and he is basically project leader and project manager. That's the word. And he is in the offices here on the grounds.
I just look at the other two, expectingly awaiting their decision. Not saying anything, just
Francisco, where might we be able to find you later if we need any more information? Yeah, that's it.
I think I'm very, very tired, and yet can't really rest. But I think I should maybe drink some water. So I will be over with the food and drinking stalls, and also maybe it's the easiest if we just exchange phone numbers.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, be careful with the food and drink. Don't go looking at people. That might be a thing.
Yeah, I think I saw a few of them here. I haven't seen any for years, but I
I'm sorry.
A few of who?
I'm sorry. Yes, a few of who? What are you talking about, Francisca?
invisible.
They're not
Mm,
invisible if you can see them. Who are they that you saw?
I think there's several in the food stalls
How
helping
do
out at
they
the
look?
kitchens.
Describe them, Francisca, please. This is important. And I think that's when he kind of breaks character, quote unquote. He goes and kind of starts to shake her, like, go on, let me know what is happening.
And somehow she starts telling. She describes mosquito-like creatures in the barbecue stand. She actually describes Henry and Sam pretty well. She starts repeating the description of the person she saw in the crowd with Simon, and then she says, and then there was sun, radiant and brilliant, right next to the stage, and they were glaring with anger.
This is some Ghostbusters shit, isn't it? This is Ghostbusters 2, New York,
So,
all over fucking again, isn't it?
so who are we gonna call?
Us, apparently. We're the Ghostbusters.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you bring your
Um,
proton packs?
Okay. Yeah.
Kev,
All right.
Kev,
Well,
breathe, Kev, breathe.
well, I was just going to suggest. I'm not sure if it's safe to drink the water here. Maybe I don't know. But yeah.
As long as you pay for it and don't touch anybody's hands, I think you're going to be good. Don't make a contract or a deal with anybody. Pay for things upright. Say thank you. The deal is done at the end, and we'll all be fine. You did that, right, Kev? When you went shopping,
Um.
you were careful, yeah.
Well, it was a little weird that the guy, after we haggled, he wanted to shake my hand. Usually, I just give him my money, and that's kind of the end of it. Um, but
Kev,
yeah,
Kev.
I took the shirt off. What else do you want?
Oh,
Let's not worry about this right now. Yeah, we got. I'm sorry, Francisco. We need to help you find your brother-in-law. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We exchanged numbers. And yeah. One of us will call you when we know more. Yes.
Just a
Okay.
quick recap. Where was Sun seen? On the side of the stage?
On
In the
this
middle of the stage, disappearing in the middle of the crowd, as far as I remember.
That was Moon.
Moon was in the middle of the crowd.
Oh, Moon.
And Sun was next to the stage, glaring angrily.
Which direction did we get a description of that?
I can show you.
Yes, that would be
Yeah.
brilliant. Take us backstage.
Yep, but point us to
Not thinking of other excitable things that might happen backstage here at all. Yeah. Let's go backstage. That sounds like a great idea. We can do all our investigations backstage with all the artists and
saved hundreds of dollars, the euros of monies. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And she packs her stack of paper and pulls out a staff pass. And yeah.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Then you go backstage. The music sounds different from here. The amps are directed, of course, towards the audience. This space is much less glamorous as one would imagine. At least Dunheim has a group of reliable and responsible roadies who take care of equipment and security in the backstage area, so there isn't much clutter. It is packed, but at least neatly. And so yeah, it looks like a rather well organized show. I've no idea what their names are, but you can basically meet a few of the stage people of Dunheim who are basically just ignoring you after they've seen Francisca's badge, and are just worried as you're getting close to the part of the stage which is actually visible from the audience side. And a little bit leaning back so the fewest people can see the four of you, Francisca points into the center of the audience, where an entranced dance is just happening right now. People really, really getting into the music, letting loose, and becoming someone else, and very much their own person right now. And she says, well, over there they've been standing, and you could see how they were drawing in everyone in perfect harmony to the show, and there was fog everywhere, and a silvery light was dancing across the audience, like they had additional, almost magical headlights and stuff like this for just this purpose. And then, just over there, this person was standing. They wore like a coat that looked like, I don't know, it remembered me of clouds. And beneath this, they wore bright colors, very tall and lean, flowing hair that were constantly changing between bright white blonde and yellow and orange and red and pink. I think like a sunset. And then they seem so furious. And just like now, people starting to collapse there where this other person and Simon have been just a few moments ago, just yesterday. Look how they are faltering. And 1, 2, 3, 4 people disappear in the moving body of the audience. The head sinking. And there's a person standing on the side of the crowd in a mantle that reminds you of clouds and hair changing colors between bright blonde, red, and pink.
Do
Can
you
I
guys see that?
Sorry. Yeah. Just give me 1 second with you guys. You deal with them. I'm gonna quickly ask the storyteller. You said that we were removed of many things, and we weren't allowed to take many things into the festival.
Yes.
Do I still have my tablet with Wi-Fi access?
That one, yes. But also, I think since you're seeing magic, a spell with this impact unfolding in front of you, and a radiant person, I think each of you needs to roll a fear check.
What do you want us to base it on? Logic or empathy?
It's always the highest.
What do you? Well,
and you are with your friends. None of them is broken yet, so you get a +1 for each of your friends. I think for reasons that might unfold in a second, this is a fear 2 check, so you have to have 2 successes.
I did get 2.
Good. Reliable cap.
I can't take a condition, can I?
No.
Wow. I got 5 5s and 1 2.
Brilliant.
Kev is safe.
Kev is safe. And
Kev has to do the entire thing by themselves from now on.
So you can pick 2 conditions each as they seem to fit to you as the following. unfolds in front of your eyes. You have encountered Vaesen before. You have encountered terrific, horrific, brutal, bloodthirsty, mysterious. You have met those who were hiding in the shadows, who have been playing games with you. You have met all of them, and they've been all terrifying on their own rights. This one is somehow different. This one emanates a majesty. It's bringing down the awe of heavens on you. It appears divine. And yet there is something in this, I don't know what the word is. It is in this sacred creature that's just not right. There's something in there, something forced, something strange, something cancerous, hungry. And you realize it's everywhere. It's tainting the people in front of you. It's tainting the music that you're listening to. It's tainting the air. It's tainting the ground. It is tainting everything. Now, please pick your two conditions. And your fear response.
I'm taking frightened and hopeless. Elias?
Well, buddy, I'm taking frightened and hopeless as well. And I'm going to choose freeze, as I potentially will just bark on my knees and I'll reach into my pocket and immediately start to draw protective wards around me on the ground, not really thinking about stuff, just drawing stuff from memories, trying to recreate something maybe. And I'm just shivering, shaking. You can see the outline of the chalk is kind of having these wavy lines as I try to create a circle around me, which clearly fails. It's more an egg. And I'm mumbling something too. I guess that's the other thing. I'm mumbling something that is indiscernible.
And is Peter going to freeze, faint, flee, or for God's sake, attack?
I very nearly thought about jumping off the side of the stage at this person, but knowing how big stages are, I think that's a suicidal move. Peter is going to freeze, as he just can't seem to, like, the answers that he's been looking for through the occult studies and through the scientific research that he does, and then he just sees the divine. At least in his mind, this is divine. This is of divine nature. It kind of breaks his reality that shit, things this powerful really do exist, and they are beyond comprehension and beyond anything I was expecting to find them out in the universe, expecting to find something like chaos as the entity rather than actual physical individual beings. And the brain just kind of snaps as he tries to retreat into his mind palace, where it's his safe place, where he can organize his thoughts. As he delves into the palace walls start to crumble as he loses the ability to concentrate and to form coherent thoughts. He stands almost as still as a robot, staring at this creature, and a single tear rolls down his cheek. Can't tell whether it's of joy, pain, fear, hopelessness. There's nothing behind him at the moment. Good luck, Kev.
Yeah, Kevin's just kind of looking around. He's not used to being not used to being the one that's still in control at the moment. Um, uh, um, uh, um, is there like a because you always have all those gigantic speakers and things like that. Is there like a soundboard anywhere near me?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Kev is going to head directly over there and just like a crazy man, start unplugging things.
Oh, I was thinking you're gonna give us a serenade of Kevin Johnson's personal favorites and singing something.
No, it's the only thing you think to stop what's going on. So he's just going to start unplugging wires.
The first one doesn't do much. There are a few fail safes in the system. The second one draws the attention of one of the support staff here on stage. During the third, they shout out to their colleagues and point to your direction. During the fourth, they start running at you, and a horrible feedback goes through the entire sound system.
And we learn how good Kevin is at rugby.
And yeah, do you want to pull another one? Because this is the decision.
Come on, do it.
The question is does what I'm doing seem to have any sort of effect on what had been happening with people disappearing?
It disrupts the music. Everybody gets confused. And well, do you take the time to look at the Vaesen?
I don't think I'm paying more. I don't think I'm looking at the Vaesen. I think I'm looking more at people because that's my concern is the disappearance of these people.
Okay. You don't see any further disappearing right now.
Okay. I will yank one more cord, see that they're getting on top of me, and at that point, run.
Perfect. Then let's do a fun roll called agility.
All right. Agility.
And the music comes back on with Benny Hill theme tune.
Oh,
all
God.
Right. So I've got 3 physique and 1 agility. So that gives me 4 dice. I rolled a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 5. No successes. However, if you allow me, I would like to push myself to exhaustion in order to reroll.
Do this. Totally.
Okay. I get a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 5. So I fail the second time and am exhausted.
But how did you fail? How unsuccessful did you fail? That is the important question.
I have a feeling that I probably tripped over Elias's drawings on the ground as he's reaching over.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
yes.
say I'm responsible for it, but like I can see how this could have happened.
Well,
Ev
and
just did not notice you lying on the floor scrolling stuff.
as the
Listen, I don't
music
have eyes everywhere. Okay, I have some eyes somewhere, but
oh my God. And as the music finally fails, um, Elias and Kev are being buried beneath three big, long-haired guys in dark t-shirts who were working the graveyard shifts on concerts. So they are sturdy, and we don't see them anymore. Our two friends. But you can hear, what the fuck? And though they are screaming at you, and a few moments later, I think a very terrified Peter can see his two compatriots being pulled up and dragged off stage.
listen,
And
it's an absolute misunderstanding. That we didn't do any. I didn't do any. I don't even know this man. He's a. Hey, I'm sorry. Please. Listen. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
and yeah, there is a lot of shouting going on and people not listening to you intently and screaming at you, what the fuck guy you are. Basically, Kevin is a fucked up guy because he destroyed everything for everybody and made this the most horrible day in the entire records of humanity. And who do you think you are? And security shows up.
No so, non parlo tedesco. No.
Peter just turns around to look at the confusion and just, oh, fuck.
And Franziska looks at you and shares your sentiment. And then somebody notices that you are still also on the stage and apparently wants to remove you as well.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna go. Yeah, sorry. I'll go with them. I'll go calmly, and we'll have a chat somewhere. Because wow, that was a thing. Is Francisca coming with us? Is she being brought by security as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You are all caught in one net, basically.
Wait, can I quickly have a glance around the audience to see if scary god person is still around whilst I'm being taken up?
They disappeared.
Okay, cool.
Just one question, Kevin. I was wondering, what talent did you choose?
My talent is honeyed words. I've got some angry people with me.
Yes. I was wondering if this was like a good moment to use this talent. If you want to, not putting any words in your mouth.
If I'm going to I remember the Christmas sale last year, and we only had so many of those guitars that were on the sale, but other people were saying that it was, but it wasn't, and I had this huge crowd of people who were so angry. I'm going to try to figure out some sort of way to channel that and try to talk my way out of this. But it really wasn't me.
It wasn't you. Okay, that's your defense. We saw you picking out the coins, but
It
apparently
was a
wasn't
very
you.
elaborate story to say it wasn't me.
Look, Gov, you didn't see anything. Like, no, it was that kid over there. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all good. Isn't it, Governor?
So yes, my nice blatant lie.
Okay. Yeah, we could go for a manipulation roll, or
Okay.
yeah.
No, manipulation works for me. Works for me.
Okay.
Because I do have a 3 in manipulation. I have 5 in my empathy, plus I have 2 for honeyed words. So that does give me 10. But I imagine
10 dice
the
to fail.
requirement. Yes, but I imagine the
I was
requirement.
going to say, I've not rolled a single 6 tonight.
Okay. I got 2 6s. I don't know if that's enough given the situation, but I did get 2.
It's more than the two of us that collectively.
Combined.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And you're still standing with your defenses. It wasn't you.
Well,
Why?
if I see that they're not buying it, I will switch over to I tripped.
I mean, I'm next to him. Like, he can make me as an excuse. I'm struggling trying to defend myself that I'm not the responsible one, that he's the idiot. So giving him a distraction about this too.
It's probably less the what you say. It's more the how you say it. There's wonderful way of not apologizing, but really seeing how this all the entire event could be a very, very unfortunate event for everybody involved. And probably with the second 6, as you're talking, you remind yourself of why you are actually doing this. There were people in the crowd who probably need help. And this was actually good because if you look right over there, you can see the paramedics swarm in. And basically, it was a good thing that you ruined the main act of tonight on the stage. And
the big angry Vikings with all the war weapons on stage are not going to come chasing after you now.
Hey, just don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
Yeah, I didn't get an opportunity to get on the microphone to call for the paramedics to come. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
And for time's sake, they are not really buying it altogether, but well, actually, they have to go over there and make sure that nobody gets hurt further. And they write down Francisca's name and your names. And since she is working here, they make sure to tell her that she's gonna have to
report to
in.
management.
Yes. Yes.
I get a feeling she's not going to be working here much longer.
Probably not. Yes. Apparently some people are called Bob now. Okay.
We're all called Bob.
Yes. And then they let you go.
Guys, what happened to you? I had to do something. You freaked me out.
It was impressive, whatever it was you did. Fucking hell. Round of applause.
Shh. Not too much. Not too much.
Listen, we all are in agreement what we saw there, right? On the stage, the Vaesen, the thing.
That was weird. That was
That wasn't normal.
You've
Even
seen
for
anything
us.
like this before?
No. You?
Hell no. I'll pull up my phone and I'll literally Google it.
Yeah. I've already got the tablet out going through academic online resources going, what the fuck is all this shit?
Yep. Then out.
Can I?
Oh.
If we're going to go down talents, now I'm back with it. Can I go into my mind palace?
Ooh.
Tom?
Sure.
So I will go sit in a corner with my tablet somewhere less frantic and go into my mind palace. Remember every sentence. So the talent is once per mystery, you can retreat to a quiet place and enter your mind palace. There you remember every sensory impression made during the adventure. Ask the storyteller one question to clarify, expand upon a part of the mystery. So this is, rather than actually just give me the answer to the mystery, it's like, can we find or get details about these two entities? What? Trying to think of a good way to phrase the question. Hey Google, who the fuck were these two? I think it's probably the best way to say it. Who were can
Yes.
me delving into the academic occult world or scientific world give me any information about these two?
So if you're going back to your mind palace and you walk back the path you've taken across the festival area and festival grounds and sink into the things that you have seen, you have smelled, tasted, heard, felt, you realize, yes, just as the vendor told Kevin, this is a festival to celebrate the eternal love between sun and moon. And they are everywhere. They are on the t-shirts. They are worn as necklaces and amulets, as other jewelries. Sun and moon are on in decorations on the tents. You can see paintings of them. You can buy all kinds of merchandise. And you go back and it feels like there should be a story somewhere in the Celtic legends or other European tribes myth and legends, but there aren't. And you realize the disconnect. This festival is built upon this entire premise of this myth being a thing. All these people are buying in on this idea. All of them, round about 20,000 people, celebrating two made-up gods. And they have been in the crowd. one of them dancing, one of them dealing out punishment. You have seen only sun tonight. Moon is missing. So, if you want to know more about this myth, you should probably talk to the people who've written it.
Oh, Tom, you know me too well for that. So they come out of the Mind Palace, walk up to Kev and Elias and go, I've got a very bad idea. I know how to stop this. Don't know how to solve who the two people are yet. But basically, this whole festival is one big, I suppose, summoning ritual to bring into entities two new gods. The number of people here, the joy, the celebration, the ritualistic nature of dancing to the music has actually generated these two beings. And they are feeding off this energy. Simple and quick answer to stop this is stop the ritual. Stop the festival. Remove the icons. In a pretty blunt term, copy Kev. Let's burn this fucker down.
Well, it is dry around here, but won't that get us in trouble?
I think in the chaos of everything that will be going on, if we I don't say literally burn it, but you never know. It could be a thing if she wanted to. But basically, we need to stop the festival.
But burning it down could cause mass panic, which could kill innocent people just trying to evade the flames. He kind of
As I said, we don't need to literally burn it down. We could just blow up the generators.
Well, considering the tinderbox that is around here, that still might cause a fire. But does anyone know how to just well, the generators probably run on diesel. Is there a way to if you want to mess up a car, you pour some sugar into the gas tank.
Can I use my
valid.
Investigation or learning or some form of logic check to kind of take a guess at what might be powering the generators or where they're getting their electricity from? Or does Franziska know? Because her brother was doing that, wasn't she? Wasn't he?
I want to help though in his investigation as far as I can. If he tells me where to look, I'll try to do the same.
Yeah, so Franziska can basically tell you where the generators are, and they are diesel generators.
Oh, cool.
And
so no rolls needed. Thank you.
How to manipulate those is a whole different story, though. And if this is the road you want to take, we can choose this. But Franziska has one slight question for you. How is this going to bring back my brother-in-law?
Let's stop the ritual first and more people being lost, and then we'll look at bringing your brother back. Put it bluntly, save the many, sacrifice the few.
We don't say that anymore.
Well, or we could let it continue, and then we try to capture one of those deities, and we can have a
Kev,
chat about.
Kev.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
go ahead,
no,
go
no,
ahead.
no,
You
no, no,
you
no,
go
no,
do
no.
that by
No,
yourself.
Kev.
Fine.
Well, I'm just trying to help the lady out. She's looking for a brother. Maybe we could ask the deities for where the brother is. Her
Kev,
brother-in-law.
You do
no,
that.
no.
You do that.
No.
Me and Elias will go burn this place down.
I thought you were just going to take out the generator.
Yeah,
Well, yes.
Elias was gonna look at you. We check out the generators, right?
Yeah. Just as you said, put sugar in them. I would say put alcohol in them,
yeah.
but that might go boom. But put something else in that's not diesel. Messes them up.
Right, and we're gonna stick to that.
That's what we're going to do. If Kev wants to go and find one of these creatures and try and capture it,
No. I'm
Well,
just
I
gonna
wish
say
you
we're
luck.
not
I wish
gonna
you
do
luck.
boom. We're gonna do blop, and the thing is out.
Well, I wasn't saying that I wanted to go find one of these creatures. I'm just trying to help out Francisca.
If you have an idea of where and how we could find it, you have about 5 minutes.
Well, how about before we do that, how about we go and talk to that fellow that sold me the T-shirt, and maybe he's got an idea.
Oh, you mean like talk to them?
The person that you shook hands with.
Well, it's not like I had someone rubbing my temples and stroking my fingers.
Oh, guys. Okay, listen. Let's do that. We'll give you one chance. We talk to this guy. If it seems valuable, we pursue it. If not, we don't.
Okay. And I will
will
say,
wait by
he
the
did
end.
look a
I
little
will
weird.
wait. Yeah, I will wait by the generators for the phone call
No
that will
ethanol.
inevitably come.
No ethanol. Just use sugar or sand. Just use sand.
I will just fill it full of dirt. There's plenty of it around
Yeah.
here. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Just nothing that's flammable, because
we're sticking to dirt though, right? We are.
Yeah. Yes.
No.
Certainly.
We are sticking to dirt though. Okay. Just so we're on the same page. Cool. Good.
We are on the same page.
Good.
We will not burn down the festival.
Good. I don't want thousands of people dying. That no.
Just as we're going on, I'm not going to burn it down. Don't worry about it.
It would be 100 in the initial blast, and then, But anyway,
just as you go off, keep an eye out. Make sure that no more people are disappearing.
how
Make sure that
are
we
we
have
supposed to
disrupted them.
do that?
Just keep an eye open.
And then do what?
well,
Okay, yeah, we
well,
keep
that's
an
the thing.
eye
If we
open.
can, if we can
Yes.
get Simon
Kev,
back, then we
Kev,
might be able to
Kev,
get
just-
others back.
Kev,
Yeah.
where the heck is your guy?
He was over there earlier.
Okay,
Head after.
wonderful. So we're
I'll
splitting
start
the
filling a
party.
sack with dirt. Yeah, I'm just filling. I literally just fill a sack with dirt. That's all I'm going to do for the next 10 minutes.
Peter is filling a bag full of dirt and then fucking off towards the generators. And then we have Cav and Elias, who are going to the vendor. Who is selling now a new assortment of CDs, just fresh in new wonderful music for your ears. And actually, I got some new t-shirts for you and your friend. Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, hi, I'm back. You don't happen to have any Johnny Cash in there, do you?
What?
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah. By the way, my friend Elias wants to talk to you.
Sure. How can I help you? With a t-shirt, maybe?
Yeah, actually, you do. But unfortunately, lighting is pretty bad in here. Would you mind stepping outside, just around the corner? Um, I there's a couple of more issues with it. I don't want to disencourage customers. It just minor issues with the shirt. I just want to point them out, and I don't really want to, disgruntle any more customers for you.
The- uh, uh,
If you just come around the corner, we can talk in the back, right? I mean,
yeah.
it should be private.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait around back then.
He leaves the stall and follows you around the corner. As he leaves the stall, he uh, just puts the tiniest padlock on the door. Okay. So, what's with the t-shirt?
Ice takes a moment and he's kind of facing away from him. But when he turns back, he's using his physique to kind of just appear wide, tall. And he's kind of spreading his chest as much as he can. And he goes close up to him. Now listen here. Whatever deal you made with my friends, whatever thing you might have working for yourself or for the others, this ends now. I want to know who you work with and who you work for. And there's no misunderstanding. I know what and who you are. Do you understand? And he kind of slams his hand next to his head to the wagon. It's more intimidating. Like his physique is shit. Like it just like the whole procedure just hopefully gives him like credibility.
Yeah. Give us an manipulation roll.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was aiming for.
How is Kevin behaving in this situation?
Kevin's just kind of looking at this and like he's not quite sure what's coming out of Elias's mouth at the moment. And he's like kind of whispering, don't forget we need to find the people, ask them where the people are at.
Well, it's about establishing dominance first. 3 successes. Might
Wow.
avoid that. Now listen. Yeah, go on.
He is actually trying to back away from you, but there's something in his back. So he can't really avoid you, and he looks at you with large eyes.
Now listen here. I've had enough for this evening. You understand? One of my friends almost lost everything. The other one, I don't need to explain myself to you. You explain yourself to me. Where are the people? What do you do with them? And why are you keep on dancing? Well, that sounds like a sleazy intro to a 1970s movie, but nevertheless.
I, I don't have to do anything with any people
I slapped my
disappearing.
hand next to his head.
Okay.
Next
Okay.
to his head, not at him. Like just intimidation.
It's all right, and then he is trying to pick up eye contact with Cav, looking for support. Are you just
Don't look at him. Look at me. What is going on here? Kev, look that nobody's looking. Get away from here. Step out.
Do you need me to go get the authorities?
No, not the authorities.
Oh,
Just make sure that nobody's interrupting our pleasant conversation. Isn't that right,
Oh,
Simon?
yeah. Oh, okay. Nothing to see here, folks. There's nothing to see here.
And I try to do this like ultimate gaze, this deep stare into his face. What the heck is going on here?
I am on contract.
My darling, on contract of what? You're speaking, but you're not saying anything.
I am on contract. I am bound. I am here to sell. I'm here to.
I give him a light pat on the cheeks. Come on. You can do better than that. Who do you sell for? What do you sell? And just what? Come on.
The brothers, the Freeland brothers,
Who are they? And where can we find them?
they are in charge of the festival. It was their idea. They set it up. They brought us here.
I'm gonna make the movement inside my coat pocket as I grip a hilt or something. I unsheath a knife. At least it appears that way.
But Elias, that's I don't think you want to do that. Yeah.
Kev.
I think
What?
we need to go and check out these brothers. I don't think he can give us any more. We don't want to do that.
Are you sure this is all we need to know?
No, I don't know about missing persons.
Are you sure?
Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. They are angry. Don't you feel it? They are so angry. Moon has been taken. Moon has been stolen. And Sun is so angry.
I relieve my hand and I try to get the keys from him for his stall.
I think I can give this to you. But he is not really resisting.
I'll take the keys, pocket them, and then look at Kev. I basically just follow Kev, like nothing happened here.
Kevin's also going to be texting Peter. We have a slight problem. Hold off on Operation Sandstorm.
Get an emoji back of just a whirlwind and a question mark. And maybe, well, whirlwind question mark, oops.
I think if any time, Elias, that we should run, this might be one of those times. I don't think we have a lot of extra time on our hands.
He grabs you and he stops you like, well, we can run, but what about these people? Pointing to the stage.
Well, I mean, run figuratively. You're not good with the metaphor, are you?
I am not. What
Oh,
do
yeah.
you mean? Just say what you mean.
Well, what I mean is, well, our friend Peter, I don't know what he's up to. What, yeah, he's just weird. And we just need to get done quickly what we can.
Okay, so what do you suggest, Kev?
Well, we go talk to those brothers. Didn't Didn't Francisca tell us where they were at earlier?
He nods. I guess you have
Yeah,
a couple of minutes.
yeah, because I texted Peter and told him we have a little bit of a snag and give us a little more time, and he sent me back an emoji that I can't quite figure out.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Just go.
That's what I was trying to tell us to do. We need to hurry up a little bit.
And yeah, he walks after you a bit hesitant, but also confused.
All right, so we'll head over to where Francisca told us where we might be able to find the brothers earlier.
Just a short side note. Peter went to the generators, and they are barred behind some fences. And apparently, because of I don't know what event, they increased in security there. So they're now, instead of 2 guards, 3 guards watching the generators, because apparently there are people running around on the festival grounds who are fucking with equipment. And well, better be safe than sorry.
Can I at least try and sneak
Those
in?
people.
You can, but we are looking at a very short time frame to at least find an ending for our story. So I think we save this idea for a later date.
Damn it, I rolled a 6 as well on my stealth.
I'm sure we would have an amazing haste situation with
Yeah.
Peter going in there, but apparently your plans have changed.
Peter will just sit there and just wait for the call. I won't join in the party with the brothers.
And you make your way over to the offices, which are based in an assortment of cargo container facilities, basically. Instant setup offices, as you can see them in all kinds of locations. And you manage to make your way through security there with an unique combination of charm and probably intimidation and complete madness. And you are on the metal stairs that are leading up to the second floor, and where the office of Matthias Frieren is settled. As you are about to knock on the door, you hear a loud rush of wind on the inside.
You made your announcement already?
Okay. Knock, knock, knock.
There is no answer. There's a roar like from a local hurricane. There's one window and it has curtains. They are shoved away and the entire window is plastered with papers.
Thoughts?
I think Elias takes all his remaining hope, his faith in humanity and whatever he believes in, and he steps up to the door and first he's gonna try to open it and see if he can just open the door. If it doesn't open, he's just gonna kick it in.
Then let's go with the kicking it in solution.
Yeah, I was fearing that one. Well, that's gonna be a total of 2 dice. Nope, no successes. I just hit the door.
Well, or you open the door and hurt yourself.
Ah, fuck it. I'm opening the door and I certainly feel battered. Ah, no, I feel wounded. Why not scar myself and open my leg for that opening of the door? Yeah, I like that. Let's try that. Come on. Come on.
The roaring of the wind decreases. And you open the door.
Gonna peek my head in.
It is warm inside and bright. There is a smell in the air like from a field full of wheat and on a bright day just before harvest.
Hello, we're here about some people missing, and we're hoping to get them back.
There is no immediate understandable answer from inside. But you can see the temporary bureau is being scattered all over the place. There's paper everywhere. The laptop is broken on the floor. The desk is lying on the other side of the room. Several chairs are lying around, one of them stuck in the ceiling. And then there is a radiance in the middle of the room, stretching out one arm towards the wall, which is turning dark, smoldering. And in the center of this growing black area of soot, there is a suit which was black once, now very much fainted in color. And within the suit, there is the husk of a person. Somebody who looks like they've been deprived of water for far longer than they should ever have been.
I don't think he's supposed to look like that, Elias. Is
I think. Go ahead.
the sun god here that we can talk to?
The radiance turns towards you.
Oh no.
Elias uses that opportune moment to kind of just slip around and try to get an advantage position
Mm-hmm.
of the whole situation, kind of go into the room, go as much in as possible, but also kind of perceive what is happening around them.
Yeah. You can slip into the room and getting into a better position. How about Peter?
Oh, Peter or Kev?
Peter first, and I think
Okay.
Kev is starting negotiations. So
Yeah.
before we continue your conversation, we should know what Peter is doing, and then we come back to you.
Peter's just sat and waiting for the phone call.
Oh, sorry, I was assuming you would have been joining the party. I'm sorry, I didn't want to leave you behind.
No, I'm left behind on purpose because I vaguely know what you're about to do.
Okay. Good. Then you're waiting. Perfect. Okay, Kev.
Uh, um, yeah, Mr. Great sun ball fire thing in the sky. You are so great, big, mighty, powerful. Can we get our friends back?
You
Please?
you want one back. I don't have any. I was robbed.
Yeah, I heard about that. You know, if my friend here Elias finds your moon friend, can we get the people back?
Sun turns around.
Elias is awaiting the turnaround. He's a bit kind of shaken for the moment that Kevin points him out, but he also anticipated it, and he looks at Sun anticipatingly. Yes. What can we do to bring those back that went missing? What can we do to remedy your wrong?
They have stolen my mom. Taken them away from me. They knew our secrets. They know our past. They exploit. They wrong. They made us. All I can think about this moment. Moon is everything. The sole reason of my existence. And now one of them took my moon away. And I am outraged. And I am on fire. And
I keep eye contact if I can, and kneel down in front of him. If you give me permission, give me guidance, I will seek what you've lost, and I will retrieve for a favor that I will ask for you at a later point.
How do you want to achieve this? What even is thy power compared to mine?
You've still lost your moon. You cannot retrieve it. So you need someone to do it. If you're all powerful, if you're all knowing, if you're all willing, you could have done so.
We can help them believe.
If what?
You know, belief. It's when someone thinks something's real.
Don't listen to this man. Tell me what I can do to find Moon. I will do it. If I find him and if I can restore him to his power, you will grant me a wish. You will grant me a moment. You will grant me an opportunity, won't you?
Be thankful. But I still don't see what power you do possess.
Oh, it's beyond your imagination, my friend. He gets up and he tries to impress with his height, which probably doesn't work, but like he just stands up honest, straight, and he looks at him and he reaches out his hand. I will find Moon, and I will make sure that you'll get justice for a favor.
And it is probably only to your talent to pick up the gaze of one of the unseen and hold it to catch and endure their intention. That sun seems to listen. Then a deal shall be struck. And they let go of the husk of a person at the wall. Don't break your promise. Take the disappointment. Nobody here could take this disappointment. And they leave. And I think to find out where Moon ended up, what happened to Simon, and what else is going on at Eternal Dance, all of us have to wait until we have finished writing. So
About 18 months.
thank you
We'll see you
very, very
all in
much.
2023, which is in the past, but in the future yet.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen a game of Vaesen where you've become beholden to a god at the end of it.
Well, I should also maybe say to learn the truth about Sun and Moon. Also you have probably to wait because I got ideas about the two thing. I love them. They're incredible. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much from our side. I think I speak for Thomas as well. That was interesting and most enticing to play modern day Vaesen. So thank you very much, David Whitworth and Tom Murr, for giving us a good introduction. Thomas, sorry. Too many Toms in this one.
Well, yeah, just to kind of echo the sentiments. Yeah, it's definitely a different world, moving from the kind of the Swedish industrial age into the modern world, and it just makes your head kind of go in different directions, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So thank you guys.
Thank you very much. I think it is part on the mystery because, well, it is what it is, and Remember Me is very different from this one. So there are many possible stories, and much more need to be told. Yep.
Well, thank you very much again, and that's all from us at VaeZine and the actual play of Modern Vaesen. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.